Hey there, folks, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you looked at the change in your pocket and thought, hey, this could pay off my mortgage? Yeah, me neither, until I stumbled on a quarter that had me thinking I just struck gold. Now, before you go tearing apart the couch cushions or flipping over every vending machine in town, hear me out. There's a certain quarter out there, the 1992 D Washington quarter, and get this, one of these bad boys is worth up to $489,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Nearly $500,000. From a coin that most folks wouldn't even bend down to pick up off the ground, today we're diving into this 1992 D quarter, why it's worth so much, what to look for, and how you might just have a tiny treasure sitting in your sock drawer. Oh, and stick around, because I'll share the time I almost gave away a small fortune for a slice of gas station pizza. So grab your coin jar, pour a cup of coffee, and let's talk serious coin money. Let's start with the basics. The 1992 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver, that's what the little d under the date means. Now normally, quarters from the 90s aren't exactly breaking the bank. They're about as common as dad jokes at a barbecue, but what makes this one special is a little error. We're talking minting mistakes, baby, the bread and butter of rare coin collectors. Some of these 1992 D quarters were accidentally struck with a proof reverse. That's coin geek talk for saying the back of the quarter has extra sharp detail, like it was meant for a special collector's edition proof coin, not everyday pocket change. These mule errors, as they're called, happen when dies from different types of coins get mixed up. Think of it like your grandma putting vanilla icing on a meatloaf. It ain't supposed to happen, but when it does, it's unforgettable, and in the coin world, it's worth a lot. Only a few of these error coins are known to exist. That's what makes them rare. And rarity is what turns a 25-cent piece into a $489,000 collectible. Alright, so how can you tell if you've got a gold mine in your hand or just another parking meter filler? First things first, you're looking for a 1992 quarter with the letter D underneath the date. That tells you it was made in Denver. Flip the coin over and look closely at the eagle. On the proof reverse, the details are sharper. The feathers look extra defined, and the letters on the back are more squared off, especially the E in United States of America. Like any collectible, condition matters. If it looks like it went through a lawnmower or survived a dog's digestive system, it's probably not going to fetch $500,000. But even a circulated one in decent shape might still be worth thousands. If you've got a magnifying glass and a flashlight, now's the time to become a coin detective. Sherlock Holmes would be proud. So why the heck would someone pay almost $500,000 for a quarter? These proof reverse 1992 D quarters are super rare, like unicorn with a GPS rare. The few that have popped up in auctions have created bidding wars. Collectors love error coins because they're one of a kind. It's not just about metal and mint marks, it's about the story, the fluke, the history. The last known sale of one of these quarters hit a jaw-dropping $489,000. And get this, prices could go even higher. Why? Because more people are getting into coin collecting. Maybe it's the thrill, maybe it's the hope of finding a retirement plan in the glove box. Either way, demand is hot, and hot demand means hot prices. Alright, let me tell you about the time I learned my lesson the hard way. A few years back, I was at this sketchy gas station outside of Tucson. I was hungry, tired, and running late. I reach into my cup holder, grab a handful of quarters, and pay for a soggy slice of pepperoni pizza that probably had more grease than cheese. Later that night, I'm watching a video, kind of like this one, about valuable quarters. And guess what coin popped up on the screen? Yep. A 1992 D quarter with that same sharp reverse. My stomach dropped faster than the pizza did. I couldn't sleep. I drove back the next day, and the clerk looked at me like I was crazy. You want what? He asked. A quarter. From yesterday. Might have bought pizza with it. Always check your change. And never trust gas station pizza. And now let's say lightning strikes, and you've got a 1992 D quarter that looks suspiciously like a moneymaker. I repeat, do not use it for parking or pizza. Take clear photos front and back and compare it with images online of the proof reverse. If it looks like a match, get it graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading authenticates the coin and gives it a condition rating, crucial if you're gonna sell it for big bucks. You could try eBay, but big-time collectors look at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. Even if it's not the ultra-rare version, a 1992 D quarter in high-grade condition could still be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on its quality. So there you have it. A simple quarter from 1992 with a little D under the date and a twist on the back might just be the ticket to a new truck, a fancy vacation, or heck, even early retirement. Coins aren't just spare change. They're hidden treasures. Every single day, people walk past wealth disguised as pocket lint. But not you. Because now you know what to look for. So get out that jar of coins, shine up those quarters, and start hunting. If you enjoyed this ride through coin collecting gold, give that subscribe button a good ol' tap. I've got more tips, stories, and hidden gems coming your way, including coins worth even more than this one. Hey folks, grab your favorite beverage, kick back in your recliner, and hold on to your wallets, because what I'm about to tell you could literally change your life, or at the very least, the way you look at quarters. That's right, today we're diving deep into a coin you might already have sitting in your couch cushions or jingling around in that jar you've been ignoring since 2003. I'm talking about the 1983p Washington quarter. Now, you're probably thinking, come on, it's just a regular OL quarter. But what if I told you one of these babies sold for a whopping $819,000? Yeah, you heard me right. 8. 1. 9. K, that's not just life-changing money. That's pay off your house, buy a new truck, take a honeymoon you never had money. So hang tight, because I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this high-rolling little coin. We'll cover what makes it so special, how to spot one, the current market trends, and I'll even throw in a personal story involving pocket change, a laundromat, and a guy named Tony who swore he saw Bigfoot. You won't want to miss that. Let's rewind to 1983. Michael Jackson's Billie Jean is topping the charts. Return of the Jedi just hit theaters. And the US Mint? Well, they were cranking out quarters just like every other year. But something was different about the Philadelphia batch that year. The 1983p Washington quarter came with a few twists. You see, the Mint was trying to cut costs and increase efficiency. That meant coins were being produced at lightning speed, with less attention to the finer details. And that's where things get interesting. Many of the quarters minted that year, especially in Philly, had some serious quality control issues. Weak strikes, off-center designs, missing details. And because the Mint didn't release uncirculated coin sets in 1982 or 1983, these coins were basically all thrown into circulation. No fancy collector's sets. No protection. Just tossed into vending machines, handed out in change at gas stations, and maybe even slipped under a few couch cushions. And now, let's break down the value. Not every 1983p quarter is gonna get you a six-figure payday. But a few of them? Oh, they're like golden tickets in the Willy Wonka factory. The quarter that hit the $819,000 jackpot had a perfect storm of rare features. First, it was in pristine condition, what coin nerds call MS67 or higher. That stands for mint state, and it basically means it looks like it just came off the press. No scratches, no wear, no Taco Bell salsa stains. Not a second, it had a full strike. That means all the details in Washington's hair, the lettering, and the eagle's feathers on the back were super crisp. Most 1983 PS were pretty poorly struck, so a full strike is like finding a unicorn in your glove box. And this one's big. It had a unique die clash. That's a minting error where the dies actually slam into each other without a planchet in between, leaving a ghost-like image on future coins. It's like coin graffiti from the mint itself. Collectors go bananas for that stuff. Now put all that together, rarity, condition, and error, and you've got the kind of coin that turns a quarter into a house payment. So where's the market at today? As of right now, a top-graded 1983p quarter can fetch anywhere between $20,000 and over $800,000, depending on condition and features. Even circulated ones with certain errors or quirks, like missing letters or double strikes, can go for a few hundred to a few $1,000s. That's not bad for something most people wouldn't bend over to pick up off the sidewalk. Make sure it's a P on the right side of Washington's ponytail. Check for luster. If it looks dull or has scratches, it probably won't be top value. Look closely. Sometimes you'll see weird ghost images or extra outlines where they shouldn't be, and if you've got one that looks promising, get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. That little plastic slab they seal it in can add thousands to the value. A few years ago, I'm at this laundromat, right? My washer had gone full exorcist on me, so I had to brave the coin-op jungle. I'm feeding quarters into the machine, sipping lukewarm coffee, and I notice this one quarter looks weird. Real crisp. Shiny like it just came out of a Vegas slot machine. And it had this odd mark near Washington's nose. I pocket it and think, I'll look at it later. If fast forward 2 weeks, I'm talking to my buddy Tony, the same guy who swears he saw Bigfoot behind an Arby's in Ohio, and I mention the quarter. He says, dude, you better look that up. That could be worth something. So I finally check it out. Turns out, it was a 1983p. Not in mint state or anything, but it did have a light die clash. I sold that puppy for $250. Not 800 grand, but hey, that covered my water bill and bought me a pretty sweet set of steak knives. Always check your change. Even if you're just washing socks, now that I've got you all fired up, here are a few simple strategies to help you start your own coin hunt. Seriously, you never know what's been hiding in there since the Bush administration. Ask for rolls of quarters and go through them. Yes, you'll look a little weird. But weird with money beats broke and boring any day. Check flea markets and yard sales. People get rid of coin collections without knowing what they're worth. Use a magnifying glass. Your eyeballs are good, but those tiny mint errors need backup. Facebook, Reddit, wherever. The coin nerds will point you in the right direction and might even help ID your finds. The humble 1983p Washington quarter, a coin that could be hiding in plain sight and just might be worth more than your car. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just found this video while waiting for your microwave burrito to finish, now you've got the tools to go on the hunt. Before you go tearing through your change jar like a raccoon in a trash can, do me a favor. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and ring that little notification bell so you don't miss out on the next big coin tip that could send your savings through the roof. We've got more videos coming on rare pennies, dimes that are worth more than an iPhone, and silver coins hiding in grandma's cookie tin. Trust me, you do not want to miss out.